Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and go through just some mandatory poses real quick. Give you guys kind of an idea how I'm looking right now. I'm just under a month in. I think it's day 28 if I remember correctly. And just did this good chest workout that I videoed for you guys. And just wanted to show you guys a little bit about the posing and just go through the mandatory so you can see all the different positions. I'm not a master poser. I've only competed 4 times. And I'm sure there's a lot of things I could work on, you know, but I'm pretty comfortable with my posing, and I try and keep up with it even though I don't compete anymore, because I think it's important, A, for my awareness of my body and keeping the ability to flex those muscles hard and keep that in case I ever do compete again, and also I do it just to assess how I'm looking, how the muscles developing, how things are coming together. Until I get really lean, I'm not going to break down into posing trunks or anything so you guys can see everything, but I'll show you just the poses so you can see what it all looks like through the progressions of all the mandatories. I'm not going to do my quarter turns because I feel like right now you're just going to think I'm just standing there. So, but I'll go through the 8 mandatories, and so this will be more so that we can look back later and you can see the progress from the first month to that 3rd month. So. Okay, so here's how I'm looking now. I'm gonna go ahead and attach a video for my last competition as well, just before. I think it's 4 weeks out, and so you can see where I was looking at then. That was, see, I was about 35 pounds down from where I had started. I think I was 183, 185 pounds in that video. So this will give you guys a good example of what my body looks like when I get closer to competition. Because I'm not going to get quite that close, I don't think, this time. I'll be close, but you're not going to see that level of conditioning in this 90-day deal. So I just wanted to give you guys a good well-rounded view of how the body looks before and then when you get closer to competition, because there's such a big difference, you guys. I mean, you know, you can look muscular in your everyday, and then when you get that lean, it's a whole another ball game. I mean, you can even be a guy who's not as muscular and look super muscular when you're that lean, because you can see every part of the muscle, right? You can see all the separation, You can see insertion points, origin points, and so it's a big difference. So I'm gonna go ahead and attach that video as well. I hope you guys enjoy this. I think it's super interesting myself, and you know, I'm not a master poser by any means, but it's something that I've practiced a lot. And when I get closer to a competition, I'm posing for a minimum of 15 to 30 minutes every day, and I'm including posing into my workout. So I'm doing a set, and then I'm flexing that same muscle for a minute during my set, and I'm going to do some of that later in this 90-day mock prep, so you guys can see what that looks like, because that posing is a great way to really harden a muscle, and you can actually grow muscle from posing too, because you're really pushing those muscles hard. You can further fatigue them, of course, because it's way harder to hold a pose for a minute than it is to do a minute-long set where you're going up and down and moving the muscles. When you're holding it that tight, it's really exhausting. Sometimes I'll even use that as my cardio, just because it's so exhausting. You do 10 minutes of posing and it's like doing 30, 40 minutes of cardio. I mean, it's just exhausting. So, and it's so important when you get into competition to practice your posing like that and doing long sessions of posing, because what you find is you get to a competition and you thought, well, if there's only 5 guys, right, I'm only standing on the stage for a few minutes. Well, I've been at competitions where there was 25 guys in my weight class, so I was up there for 15 to 25 minutes, and most of that time I'm standing on the side of the stage. I'm trying to keep my body tight, right, keep my legs tight, keep my abdominals pulled in, and trying to keep my lats flared and keep that tension. And you want to talk about being exhausted and try not to cramp. And so training your muscles in order to keep that tightness and keep that tense flexion without cramping is so important. And you know, you get to a point where your muscles actually won't cramp anymore. They'll get close. You'll feel them start to lock up sometimes because they're so exhausted, but you're able to just kind of keep it at that point, or even release it just by your own mind-body connection. So it's so important. And you see guys who you can tell who doesn't practice that, because they get up there and they're just shaking like crazy, and then they cramp up and they almost fall off the stage, you know. So you don't want to do that. You're already going to be dehydrated. You're already putting your body in a place where it's going to want to cramp anyways, you know. So practicing your posing and flexing is so important. And you know, a lot of people don't give it credit because they think, you know, they see all these guys in the gym who aren't competitors, and they're in the mirror doing their poses and stuff. You think, oh, what a tool, you know. But there really is a benefit to it, and if you do it correctly and use it, don't worry about what people think, because it's going to get you results, and that's what is really important. So